get another option from the top of the triangle when we have the collar grip. So use your Tim quick. So we are in a situation where we've been grip fighting. We managed to secure our collar grip before the sleeve. We're going to step and pull. As I pull, I collect the sleeve, right? This is kind of, it's just judo in context. Like this is no different than if I start here, then connect, and then pull, right? We end up in the same situation, so all of our throws work. One thing we haven't discussed is what we can do instead of simply pulling to the top of the triangle. So from either gripping situation, whether it's sleeve first or collar first, whenever we pull to the top, we can always attack immediately. So instead of pulling to the top, establishing our base in the top of the triangle, and then going for dealer's choice, we can instead just pull right into an attack. So a lot of times when we pull to the top, right, we're stepping outside and a little bit wide of our partner, and we're pulling them into our base so that we have a good situation to throw from. If we change that initial step, instead of being so wide here, we pull right to them this way. Now we've closed the distance on the attack. My foot can reach this block for Sasae, and I can take him right over my leg to begin with, right? And so when we step now, instead of just pulling with the sleeve, I want to drive the elbow in and up. This is the arc that I want. I don't want this, right? And I don't want this because the throw is coming over here. So if I push him this way, and then I try to throw this way, this lever's really long and it doesn't affect his upper body because it's so far away. Instead, if I drive the elbow in and up, now his head's already coming over his hip line here. I'm pulling hard with the collar in this outward motion. All I'm gonna do is just block my foot in front and pull him over, okay? We've drilled Sasae before, but I don't think we've ever done it in this context where it's right off the grip. So we're grip fighting, we establish our position. Instead of just pulling, right, we're gonna get our collar grip, we pull close here, up, over. And then keep the collar grip so you can land with him, okay? The secret to this is getting the hips close. You can't, it's really hard to do Sasae from far. A lot of you will try this. A lot of you will still step like your normal distance here, and then you'll try to do Sasae this way, and you'll get this reaction. Look how high my foot is, first of all. It's really not really at the end of the lever. I want it down closer to where the foot meets the ankle. And then two, my hips are so far away that I can't apply force to his upper body, right? Just like we talked about with Kouchi here. I have to misalign his spine, push his head outside his hip line, that rhymes, and then push him over, right? Same thing with Sasae. I need to get my hips close. I need to use the arm now to misalign the spine, put his head outside his hip line, that rhymes again, and then step here and push. Now I pull the collar, lift up with the ankle, or with the arm, and then I send him over my foot, okay? So now we don't even have to pull and wait and try to decipher and do anything. We can attack right off the rip. So come in, bang, step, right into it. Okay, questions? All right, let's give it a shot. Ready, 1, 2, 3.